Good morning, truckers. I'm Josh Jones. 7 new victims were found last night in the Grayson Cemetery. The newest slayings of the Clintonville slasher. Wait, hold on. It's just in. We have a video, apparently, of the Clintonville slasher, but I must warn you, viewer discretion is advised. It looks like we found his last victim. My name is Lurch Frankenfox, and I hide in the shadows of this small town. You are my latest victim. I am the Clintonville Slasher. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Clintonville Slasher. I'm your host, Lurch Frankenfox, and happy Friday the 13th. So me and my wife are going to be watching the first 3-part marathon. Dick, stop laughing at me.
I'm not doing anything. You're laughing on your own.
So I'm going to do a little rundown of the first film. So it was released May 9th, 1980. It stars Adrienne King, Kevin Bacon, and Betsy Palmer. The little rundown of the film is that they're reopening Camp Crystal Lake. The Christies are reopening Camp Crystal Lake. Stop it.
I'm just
Stop laughing at me.
I'm
Stop
not laughing at you. You're making me laugh.
Dick. And she's off camera making fun of me. So a little run of the film is that they're reopening Camp Blood, and it turns out that the campers are not there yet. So the Christies hired a batch of new counselors to come in, and slowly, one by one, they get brutally murdered. And it turns out at the end you find out who the killer is. This film is really good. It's very slow. It's classic horror. The ending is really good. I just think that if it was just the fight scene at the end is just a little too wooden, wouldn't you say? Fight scene at the end.
Well, on TV, it like.
Yeah. So, what did you think of the first one?
Well, the fight scenes were just kind of.
Yeah, and the
They
first.
were totally fake, though. You like.
Yeah. I just. Oops. So I just think that
There's so much more blood.
Yeah, there should be more blood.
So much more blood.
You'd think that, with Camp Blood, there should be tons more. Which one is your favorite? If we're gonna rank these, let's rank the first 3. First one, what would you give the first one? Hey, as a rating,
I don't know.
I think it's a classic horror film. I really do.
I don't know. It's not the greatest.
No.
I like the third one the best.
Yeah.
Third one will always be my favorite.
I would have to agree with that, because I think the third one is the best, because that's where Jason gets his mask. So I'll be ranking part 2, and we'll be ranking part 3 as well, and we'll be doing a rundown. And the films get over at 10 o'clock tonight, so we'll be good and hammered by the time this is over. So this is going to be kind of a shit show, but it'll be fun. So we'll see you next time. Well, I'll see you in the next video. Alright, so I just finished part 2. It stars Amy Steele, John Fury. It was released May 1st, 1980. So a little bit of the rundown of the film is that this one is where John Fury is running a counselor camp, just to teach these kids coming in on how to be counselors. So from the jump, it feels really cool. It feels like an 80s movie. It's got a lot of great character building, and the kill scenes jumps into the kill scenes pretty well. So it's not. It carries some stuff over from the first film, so you get that closure from the first movie, which I really, really like. And so the kill scenes in this movie are fucking fantastic. I mean, this movie is fucking awesome from start to end. The character building is good, but it's not overly done. I have to give this one a little bit higher ranking than the first one. So I'm about to start part 3. It's storming like a motherfucker out here. I'm really excited. The beer's still flowing like water. So I'll give you my rundown on part 3. I'll be right back. Alright, so I just finished part 3. Now, part 3, Friday the 13th part 3, was released August 13th, 1982, and I checked, it was a Friday. Box office at $36.7 million. It is directed by Steve Miller. It stars Dana Cannell, Larry Zinner, Tracy Savage, Jeffrey Rogers, and Catherine Parks. Now, the 4 of them, they don't even go to Camp Crystal Lake. I think Diana Kendall? I'm going to murder her name, sorry. Anyway, so she plays Chris, and what they do is they go to Chris's lake house. It's not even at Crystal Lake, so I don't even know why they're there, or why Jason Voorhees would be there. So they go there, and the 4 of them, or actually, and then there's 2 other people, there's the hippies. So the 6 of them travel up to Chris's lake house, and Chris had this traumatic experience where Jason Voorhees had chased her down. And so that was 2 years prior to this film. So they go there, they're at the lake house, they're having a good time. Jason ends up showing up, and he has a run-in with a biker gang. This movie, like the plot of it, I don't really care for. It doesn't really make sense why you would have them go to Camp Crystal Lake being like Camp Blood. Why the hell would he care about them at this, lake house? And it's not even at the lake, because there's like a pond that runs through it. It's not even at Camp Crystal Lake. That's the part I never really liked. But what's iconic about this film is that the fact that Goofy Shelley, is the reason that Jason Voorhees has his face. And I think that's really cool. So this is why this movie stands out the most. The kill scenes are pretty excellent. The acting in it is fairly decent. I just don't really care for the plot. And I guess that, you get what you get. But, I mean, for the time from 1982, $36.7 million is pretty good. But is it the best movie out of the franchise? I would have to say no. So if we're just ranking these from part 1, 2, and 3, I would put part 2, 3, and then 1. That's how I would rank it. However, I think everybody else has their own opinions. Yeah, I really, I had a great Friday the 13th. It stormed. We had pizza. I had candy. I watched all 3 movies back to back to back. And then I had some beers. So I had a really great Friday the 13th. So I hope you all had a great Friday the 13th. Let me know what you guys did. If you have any traditions, or if you just sat around and watched monster movies all night, Jason Voorhees movies all night. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. And as always, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell them I love them. Stay fucking horror. Have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you later.